Hello, Aquarius. Happy July. I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with your reading for the beginning of July. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that there may be somebody that you're in a situation with and you feel like you really need to advocate for yourself within this situation. It can be you being in a spot where you're like, I don't think that this person's gonna look out for me. It can be a company too. Like you may feel like if you don't really check in and advocate for yourself, that you may be like taken advantage of, or that you won't be like cared for in the way that you want to be cared for. Like, let's just use an example. Say you're working for a company and you're not like advocating for yourself with the compensation. They may be like really working you, and you could be in a space where you're like, I'm not being compensated enough for me to be doing this, so let's talk about a raise, or maybe I'm going to think about a different job. This can also be within a relationship as well, where you feel like you need to watch your back to make sure that you're not like, or being mindful at least, that you're not giving too much, that you're not taking too much, because it can be the other way around too. Or you could just feel like somebody expects a lot from you, but they don't really give anything in return, or they don't give enough in return, and so that's where you may find yourself. Nonetheless, they're reaching out to you. I'm seeing this person come through and want to talk to you, but I'm not seeing this be... I'm hearing for some of you it's not the most transparent conversation. But what it looks like to me is that like a lot would need to be worked out and discussed, because it seems like a lot's been going on, a lot's been building here between you and this person. So you may be in a space where you're kind of like ready to argue with them, or maybe you don't want to hear what they have to say. Maybe you just feel like conflicted about them coming through. It's because of what happened in the past between you guys, is what I'm seeing here. It definitely complicates the situation. Like, if this were somebody coming through that you didn't have history with, you wouldn't be feeling this way, but it's like because of the history that you have with this person that this is how you're feeling. It's like unresolved conflict with them. But I'm not seeing it be like, it may not necessarily be something that they're doing right now. It seems like it's something that's associated with like something that happened in the past. So they may be coming through in like a different energy. You're not doing that thing anymore, but you could be in a space where you're having a hard time seeing that based off of what's happened in the past with them. So just be mindful of that. Like, are you keeping somebody stuck in a place that maybe they've grown out of, or not? High Priestess. They may have not known that you knew about what they did in the past, or like you may have sort of kept this to yourself. Something about like something that went on between the two of you, but to have the High Priestess here, like maybe you didn't speak up about this. Could have sort of like kept this in your little notebook, but not said anything to this person. For some of you, you felt like it wasn't your place, but I'm seeing you definitely have it noted. Now you're like having this debate. I'm seeing you also be in a space where like when we have the High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles come out, it's like you need to use your intuition, but you also need to be practical as well. You need to use both of them. So you need to use your intuition and also your practical skills here. And you need to be using your intuition in a practical way as well and applying it to the situation. So you're not just like up here with everything. You're like grounded, and you're also using the access point that you have to your intuition and the higher realms to like sort out this situation. And I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like trying to figure out how to do that. Like, how do I apply my intuition and what I know to this situation in a way that's going to makes sense. Because I'm seeing you definitely be thinking about your long term here, and maybe you feel like something, for some of you, you feel like you were trying to build something in the past and this person somehow like got in the way of what you were trying to do, and that could have been a really frustrating moment that you experienced with them, where you were like, you're getting in the way here, like something that this person chose to do, or like how they showed up or failed to show up. And I'm seeing you still be in a space where you're like definitely like concerned, meaning caring about like your future and what you're building within your life, and like wanting to be pragmatic as well. This person definitely want to connect with you. They definitely want to reconnect with you for sure. I'm seeing this person like at least think of you as a friend, if not more. You're somebody that they felt like they could talk to. I'm hearing, and that meant something to them. Yeah, I'm seeing this whole thing with you being like, I don't know if maybe before you weren't as connected with your intuition as you are now, but it seems like something's changed for you. Like, I'm seeing you come out in the energy of the High Priestess and wanting to like use that connection that you have to your intuition and to your abilities and to your ability to connect, and use that in a way that's like practical and associated with like what you're trying to build and create within your life. Slowly though. I'm definitely seeing something it's like a slow build here that's taking place. Especially too because like everything is not super concentrated yet as far as what's going on. I'm seeing some stuff that's sort of in the air still emotionally, and also as far as like options of where things can go with this person now that they're coming through. It's interesting, in the Six of Cups, like I usually just see the people that are in the front, like you and this person, but this time I caught this little person back here. So in reviewing what's happened between you and this person, maybe you're going to catch something that you didn't see before, connected with the past, or maybe even realize something. Seeing that little person also feels like gaining a more objective perspective maybe of what happened, because you know, like when you're in it, it can be really hard to see. Everything feels very subjective. So to be able to kind of stand back now that you've had space from whatever it is that's happened, maybe you'll be able to see things differently, maybe from a more objective standpoint. I'm seeing this like really take the skills that you've been learning, putting them to good use here. Like your ability of discernment, knowing when to move forward, when to not. Oh, okay, so you know that this person did something like really shady in the past that I'm seeing, like they may not know that you know this, and I don't think that they have any clue that you know. I'm seeing you've been very tight-lipped about this. But again, like I want to say this for sure, like we don't know if this person's energy is the same. Like I'm seeing there be a separation between what happened in the past and how they're coming through now. But I'm definitely seeing you know something that happened that like in your eyes you saw as being very shady, but I don't think they knew that I don't think that they're aware that you know. And you may be trying to figure out, like, what do I do with this now? I never said anything. And like, here they are on my front porch. What am I supposed to say? Maybe you're also trying to figure out, like, is this something that you need to, like, confront or disclose? Or is it something that you're just gonna, like, keep to yourself forever? Like, is there a reason to bring this up? But I'm also seeing, like, this person may not understand, like, why you feel sort of cautious with them. But you know why you feel that way with them coming in. Like, I'm definitely getting a hesitance based off of what you know. Okay, Aquarius. The mastermind, of course. So I'm seeing the moon, I'm seeing Aries, I'm seeing Sag, I'm also seeing Pluto. Some of you have Pluto aspecting your moon in your birth chart, or you have a Pluto moon aspect with this person in your synastry. I'm also seeing Leo here. Yeah, I'm seeing you be in a space where you're like, I really want to handle this in a mature way as an adult, and I'm trying to like really be honest about this, look into it, figure out how I feel, because I'm also seeing you not want to bring something up if it's going to like be unnecessary for the situation. But again, you're like in this space where you're like, where do I put this though? What am I supposed to do with it? It just seems like something that you know that you've really tucked away. Yeah, I'm seeing like regardless of what happens, you're trying to figure out like, can we make a happy situation happen between the two of us? And that's really what I'm seeing your guides be telling you to focus on, like right here in the here and now of the moment. Like if we can just erase the history just for a minute so you can be present in this moment with this person. Or if you can include it and accept what happened in the past. But are you able to like meet this person in the moment where they are? Or do you feel like based off of what happened, like you're holding too many judgments and you can't really allow this person to come through with a clean slate? And that's going to be up to you. Like some of you will, depending on the situation and depending on how you feel about it and how you're processing and how you transmute energy, some of you will be able to like leave the past in the past and be like, if something weird happens, I trust my intuition and I'll know. And then others of you may be like, this is really something that I can't let go. There's no right or wrong here. It's really just what you need to do for yourself. But I'm seeing you definitely have been holding a secret for sure, having to do with this person and something that happened and you knowing. I'm seeing this person come through in like a very official sort of way. Like they seem very, very serious when they come through. Like they may have a bit of an agenda, like, hey, I'm really trying to make something happen here with you. But I'm seeing you immediately, I don't know, it almost feels like this person may feel like they have a bit of a right to you, and that may have you feel a little bit weird based off of what happened. Like maybe you feel their energy is like a little bit entitled, I'm feeling with the Emperor. But this person also like sees what you're doing with your life, and they definitely appreciate like the discipline and like what you've been able to do. I don't know whether that matters to you or not, but there's definitely a sense of them like feeling a draw towards you. It's interesting too because I'm seeing you guys definitely oscillate between like the masculine and the feminine energy. Like they're coming through to talk to you, but I'm seeing them actually be in a more feminine energy and you in a more masculine energy, like maybe within your everyday life. Like for some of you, you may, I'm hearing shareholder. For some of you may like have a business, or you may have a lot of things that you tend to, a lot of things that you're taking care of, a lot of things that you're in charge of. And this person is like seeing what you have going on and being like, wow, like admiring what you've been able to build within your life and being like, maybe I can build a future with this person. But I'm seeing you question, like, you may not feel the same way towards this person. Like, you may feel like you're the one that's the Emperor and they're coming through and they don't match your energy in that way. And I'm seeing, like, more than anything, like, there's still, things are not completely harmonious between you and this person based off of the history that you have with them and what happened. And also the fact that, I don't know, like, how you got the information, but maybe, like, you didn't want to tell on yourself or something like that for, like, knowing what you know. But I'm seeing you know what you know, here. And I'm also seeing you be in a space where you're trying to figure out, like, knowing what I know, like, with the access to the information that I have, I want to be able to apply it to this situation and sort of see if it can lead to something that I want that's actually going to be worth it to me. And it seems like that's what you're trying to figure out here. Something's definitely going to, like, come to light more so about this situation. But as I said before, I'm seeing you be in a space where, like, do I tell them? Do I not bring it up? Also, based off of what I know, like, can I trust them? Can I not trust them? You know, this whole thing where you're figuring all of this out. And again, I'm seeing the advice from your guides be like, prioritize your pursuit of happiness, prioritize how you're feeling, prioritize joy. When this person comes through, like, do you feel a sense of joy and excitement, and it, like, really fills you up and it really lights you up in a way where you feel like you have energy and you feel confident and you feel empowered? Or is this something that it's like turning into some sort of mind game that you're like, I don't like the way that I feel, and maybe things in the past could have worked out with this person, but based off of our history, it's just, like, not really a karmic situation that I want to get into anymore. And I feel like our karmic contract our soul contract has expired, and I don't want to renew it. And that's really what needs to be figured out here within this situation. To go over the signs again, I'm looking at Aries, Sagittarius, the moon, and I'm hearing Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces, and I'm also looking at Pluto. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.